views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me, busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail.
Hey, everybody, welcome. Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Oh, my goodness. What fabulous, fabulous talk radio we have for you today. We are so thrilled that we're bringing back two amazing people. And those of you out there, you know who they are. I'm going to introduce them in a second. And you love their show, and we're bringing them back. And as a matter of fact, we are going to make sure that we keep bringing them back, so that all of you get to meet them up front and personal. Before I do a formal introduction, let me say hello to Mr. Benny. Hi, Mr. B.
Good day.
Good day to you. Good day to you. We got a great lineup today.
We certainly do.
Great lineup
As
today.
always.
As always. That's it. So here we go, folks. Discarnate entities, visions and voices from beyond the veil with psychic John G. Sutton and Countess Starella. Yes, we're going to be talking about this. We're going to be taking your calls. For those of you that want to find out more, well, let me just tell you, John G. Sutton is a residential psychic clairvoyant of PsychicWorld.net. He has written many books about the paranormal and supernatural. Among his best-selling titles are, for those of you out there, Psychic Pets. But it is so amazing to have him on the show. He is also the host of his own show, which we're going to talk to you about in a minute. He's been featured on networks in the United States and the UK, as well as numerous radio shows. But the show that you want to pay attention to is John's Psychic World on Transformation Talk Radio. It is fabulous. Today we are getting the blessing to have both John and Countess Starella joining us here today, interfaith spiritual advisor, counselor, helping people all over the globe so that we can all discover depth and harmony in our lives. And, you know, part of the conversation is about stepping into that intuitive side. Her guidance to clients all over the world helps them bring personal power and balance as this is done with inspiration, thoughtful spiritual insights, and positive practical advice. Now, when you look at John G. Sutton, Countess Starella together right here on the Dr. Pat Show and Transformation Talk Radio, it is like, boom, a great day for all of us. For those of you out there, we're going to give you a couple of ways to communicate with us as the show goes on. Certainly, if you don't have our toll-free number, it is 1-800-930-2819. John, Countess,
hello there.
John, how are you both? Welcome.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for inviting us to this show. It's been a wonderful show. We really enjoyed it last time, and we got some feedback, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Indeed. Wow.
We got some feedback. That's very kind of people to write in. If you enjoy it, do write in. You can write into Dr. Pat and say, we loved your show, yeah? We like to hear from you. And today, people, do ring in. This show with myself and Countess Starella is absolutely about you. It's about your hopes, dreams, your aspirations, where you want to go in life. Both myself and Countess Starella will use our personal gifts, our psychic abilities, and we'll tune in and give you the answers. You ask the questions, we'll give you what we see. Please do call in today. We will help, will we not, Countess?
Absolutely. We are here for you. Always.
I love it. Yeah, let's talk about this. While we're getting things started, for those of you out there, if you don't have our toll-free number, if you want to call in and get in the queue to connect directly with John as well as the Countess, 1-800-930-2819, toll-free. I'll do it slower. Benny says slower. I know I could hear him right now. 1-800-930-2819. Give us a shout, and you'll get to meet Mr. Benny up close and personal. Discarnate entities. John.
Hello there.
What are these visions? What are these? How do you see your visions when you're speaking with someone, when you're doing a psychic reading for someone?
Well, for me, it works different for all psychics. But for me, it appears at times almost as if I'm watching an invisible television screen. It appears before my eyes and it plays before me as if it's a video recording. But this is often a video recording from the future. And it's often so accurate that people have phoned me up and said that when this actually happened, I almost collapsed because it was absolutely impossible that you could have seen what you saw because it was like 18 months before. I've actually given full conversations and said you will be in this bar, you will be sat near to this man, you will have a bottle of wine by him, he'll pour you a glass of wine, take your hand, and these are the words he's going to say. And I don't even know who you're talking about. So it's different for everybody, but for me it is incredibly accurate. And I believe that this really started for me when I was a child because I had numerous visions of ancient Egypt, which I didn't really know was ancient Egypt. I'd only been 5 or 6 years of age, but I certainly knew that I was visiting a different place, a different time, in a different atmosphere. And when I reported that to my parents, they were not best pleased because they were Catholic, you see. And they didn't believe that what I was doing was it was valid. They believed that it was. In fact, they actually said this is the work of the devil. Imagine telling a 6-year-old boy that.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, I mean, it wasn't their fault. They didn't really know. They were devout Catholics. They had been taught this. And years later, my father, after we passed to spirit, appeared. And since he appeared to me in a fully materialized form, then he's been working with me as one of my guides. He now knows that this is absolutely a natural thing. And whilst I'm not saying that the religion isn't valid, because it helps a great deal, many people, please don't let me talk to anybody about religion. I just know that this is a natural gift that I personally have, and that if I can help other people with it, then that is exactly what I do. I'm pretty sure it's much the same for Countess.
Yes. Countess, how is that for you?
I would say very similar. I will add a piece to it, which I call a holographic image, where somehow the person becomes almost like family. The person that is connecting to me comes in and an empathetic holographic image begins to emerge that pulls us together so that we can share these insights and information. I love it, and same thing around age 6. It started also from Catholic family, however, what I would call very expanded consciousness, cosmopolitan kind of family, and they were all thrilled about the idea of exploring these gifts because they had been, in touch with them themselves just through their own journeys and explorations. My visitors came as the voices of ascended masters, some great artists and creators and performers from the other side, sharing wisdom. I began to write it down. I wanted to go to every church in the world, see if I could find the answers. And it developed into this wonderful life I now have.
Yeah, I am so glad you shared that. It's interesting. I just had a flashback. When I was about 8 years old, we lived in the Bronx in New York, and we lived in one of these like railroad houses where there were no windows on the side, just the front and the back. You can only get in the house from the front and the back. That was it. And my dad always locked up the house. So once you got in the front, you couldn't even get in from the back or out from the back because it was locked by a key. And I came home one day, And I'm so glad you mentioned that because I walked in the house, and I was the first one home after school, and I saw a family, a man, a woman, and a child. Man had one of these, looked like from the 40s, right, outfits, but they all looked a shade of brown. And I got very, very scared, and I ran out, and I went to my neighbor, and I told them there were people in the house. Well, within 5 minutes, the police from the precinct in the Bronx, St. Rob's Neck, and just completely embarked our house. And they went in and called my parents. My parents was down. My mother was down with the neighbor, came in, and they could not find anyone. Now, mind you, I had locked the front door on my way out. The back door was still locked. None of the windows were open. They could not find anyone. And to this day, I know I saw these folks in there, but I did see them as a hologram. So, you know, it was interesting as a kid. Now, mind you, shortly thereafter, I started to have to visit Dr. Jacoby on a regular basis. Do you think why?
Yeah.
Right. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we've got folks calling into the show right now. We're actually going to talk to John and the Countess about, do you actually hear things? You know, do you hear a voice? What if some of us don't hear things but see things? And we're going to talk about some of the strangest messages they've ever received, and hopefully we'll be able to connect with all of you. If you'd like to call into the show today and connect with John G. Sutton, the Countess Starella directly, amazing. 1-800-930-2819, 1-800-930-2819. And for those of you that are not able to call in, well, you know how to send in a message. Go to the drpatshow.com or transformationtalkradio.com, and on the right-hand side, go ahead and give us some information and ask your question, and we'll see what we can do about that. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with the Dr. Pat Show and my very, very special guest, psychic John G. Sutton and the Countess Starella. We'll be right back.
That springtime together when our love was so new, the moonlit midnight when I first kissed you. Don't tell me it's
Are you tired of being tired? Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack. Did you know the adrenal glands, the workhorse of the body? They are the means by which you position yourself in life for whatever comes your way. Tiny but mighty, producing hormones the body uses to promote energy and vitality. These adrenals determine how you respond to stress, and when depleted, the body loses its ability to function powerfully when we need it most. The much-needed adrenaline or epinephrine is not available for emergency situations. Cortisone and cortisol, the longer-acting anti-stress adrenal hormones, can also become depleted due to the pace of our everyday lives. We overwork and undernutrition, our most powerful ally that helps us to live the lives we desire. We are able to determine the optimum function of the adrenals and put your system back in balance. Contact us today to feel powerfully energized at 888-777-4232 or visit us at maryjanemack.com.
On the cutting edge of the new mainstream, Christine Upchurch is passionate about bringing together science, psychology, and spirituality in a way that can be applied to our everyday lives for true transformation. The Christine Upchurch Show, stellar conversations to illuminate your journey, engages some of the most outstanding visionaries on the planet in lively dialogue to inspire you to become that bright light you're meant to be. Join Christine every Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time on KKNW, AM 1150, and Transformation Talk Radio.
Are you ready to give your home a fresh look but don't want to do the work? Help is a phone call away. Kathy's Handy is a full-service general contracting company specializing in home improvement, remodeling, and repairs. Kathy's Handy are specialists in kitchens, baths, fireplace makeovers, and finish carpentry, and they partner with other amazing specialty subcontractors needed to complete any job. Friendly, energetic, and dependable with an impeccable reputation to get the job done while keeping you as comfortable as possible during the transformation of your home is the hallmark of Kathy's Handy. Call Kathy now for a free estimate. 206-715-8126. That's 206-715-8126. And visit kathyshandy.com for a complete view of possibilities for your home.
Grateful patients have been saying it for 25 years. When in pain, see Dr. Thane. Dr. Thane of Wellness One of Bellevue has been named one of the nation's top chiropractors by the Consumers Research Council of America, and for good reason. He has helped his patients recover their energy and vitality after car accidents, sports injuries, herniated discs, fatigue due to stress, the list goes on. The website is bellevue.wellness1.net. When in pain, see Dr. Thane. That's bellevue.wellness1.net.
Springtime together when our love was so new. The moonlit midnight when I first kissed you.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to the Dr. Pat Show. For more information about us, Facebook, The Dr. Pat Show, and Twitter, The Dr. Pat Show. Also, Transformation Talk Radio, Facebook. Go ahead and check us out. Certainly, you can get to the websites, The Dr. Pat Show and Transformation Talk Radio, and on April 1st, one of my favorite days of the year, outside of Halloween. We are going to have a whole new look, whole lot of good juiciness for all of you out there. Today, though, I am so thrilled to have an amazing psychic clairvoyant of psychicworld.net, John G. Sutton, joining us here today, as well as the Countess Starella. We are taking your calls, 1-800-930-2819. Gretchen will get right to you in a minute, 1-800-930-2819. John, before we start to talk a little bit about voices and what may be the strangest message you've ever received, could each of you give out your websites and let folks know the best way to get a hold of you?
PsychicWorld.net. Just have a look on there, or just Google me. I mean, I'm all over the net. Or Amazon me, look there, John G. Sutton, or you can catch me on PsychicWorld.net.
Great. And Countess, how about you?
For me, CountessStarella.com and the wonderful world of Oranum.com, where I spend most of my evenings and days.
Cool. Okay, so let's talk about this for a minute, and then we'll bring Gretchen on. Do you hear these messages, and what perhaps is like the strangest, the oddest message you both have received?
Right. Well, if we go back 30 years, I used to be a nurse, and I worked in the psychiatric units inside Her Majesty's prisons in the United Kingdom. Mm-hmm. And I was working on a particular unit one day, and I heard this strange lady's voice. This is in a men's prison, yeah? A lady's voice saying to me, I'm not going. And I looked across, and there was a distinct black shape. It wasn't materialized, but it was a black shadow, and it went into a cell. And there was an occupant in that cell who was a young man who was quite emotionally disturbed, because this was the psychiatric unit of the prison. And I heard the screaming, so I just have a look at this young man. So I opened it up. I said, what is the matter? He said, there's a woman in here. There's a woman in here. I said, no, there's no woman in here. I said, it's absolutely not. There's no woman in this prison. It's a man's prison. Definitely not. So I calmed him down, and I asked some questions afterwards. I thought, well, who was this strange? Because I heard a distinct lady's voice, and she didn't give me a name, but I asked, and he said, oh, that used to be the condemned cell for the ladies. This is part of the prison that used to belong to the females, and her name was Mrs. Merriweather, and she was hung in 1953 at Strangeways for murdering the lady she was supposed to be caring for. She poisoned her, and her last cell that she was in was the very cell where that young man was in. So I had heard Miss Merriweather's voice telling me that she didn't want to go. That was a very strange message. Wow, and it wasn't just me. It was the poor young prisoner in there as well that had experienced this.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. How about you, Countess?
Well, many interesting and unusual messages, naturally, but I think one of my very favorites was a rather unusual-sounding voice, almost like a voice in a tunnel, encouraging me to fall in love with sky watching. You were to look at the sky. You were to especially focus on something called the Eagle Nebula, which my mother nicknamed the Ego Nebula. And so I thought, well, there must be some message in here that will be of a benefit in the future. And through imagining and studying and watching, an idea was planted that the family you're most connected to is not necessarily the family which you were born in. And that I have used as a basis for helping people find their own planets and pockets of joy and appreciation and validation, which I wish we could all get from our own families, but often we do not. That, I would say, was one of the most cosmic and enlightening experiences from hearing and seeing.
Yeah. I wish we could get that from our families, but you're right. We don't. My experience was they got me a psychiatrist. That's what I got to do. I got to see this psychiatrist once a week. Dr. Jacoby, I'll never forget that. I didn't know he was a psychiatrist at the time. And so, yeah, this is really kind of now fast forward to where we are today. Do you think that we have sort of evolved from a consciousness so that we could do a show like this and most people, have a sense, at least from their own personal perspective of how all this works, John?
Well, we do now, but if we go back 25 years when I first started really working with spirit, then it wasn't quite the case. There had been no commercial psychic radio shows such as we've got now all over the world.
Right.
The Internet had not really been invented. It might have existed, but in an embryonic form. Certainly the first commercial radio show, psychic radio show in Britain was done by myself. And we had demonstrations outside the studio. There were born-again Christians running up and down, banging Bibles. They were singing hymns and chanting at us, quite what they thought I was going to do and my fellow psychic was going to do. What they thought we were up to, I do not know. But the newspapers were full of headlines such as devil worshippers come to town and Satan is here. It was hilarious. I tell you something, though. As soon as I saw this, the name that came to my mind was Colonel Tom Parker. I thought, what would he do with this? So I sent it to the publishers. The publishers said, this is very good, we'd like to have a look at this. And I got a publishing deal from HarperCollins. HarperCollins published my book on the strength of me hitting headlines all over the UK as a devil worshipper. And I'm as far removed from doing wickedness as it's possible to imagine.
Right.
I spend a lot of my time helping people who are sick and in need of help. And I wouldn't charge anything for that. I help them. So absolutely they got the wrong end of the stick. Today they've accepted it. Your show is out there as good evidence. Transformation Talk Radio, it couldn't have existed 25 years ago.
True.
I know. Yeah, I so love the time we live in and what this is all about for so many people. And, one of the things we're going to do, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to bring Gretchen on, who's been waiting. For those of you out there that we have opened up the phone lines now, for sure. We're taking your calls, live on-air readings with John G. Sutton and Countess Starella. You can give us a call at 1-800-930-2819. Phone lines are open. When we come back from break, we would love to bring Gretchen right on. Before we do, though, one more time, please tell folks the best way they can find out more about each of you and tell them about the time for your show when it's on, which is tonight.
It is tonight. It's on at 8 p.m. Pacific time, and it's on at 11 p.m. Eastern time. It's called Psychic World. I'm John G. Sutton, and you can get through to me by contacting me through my website, which is psychicworld.net. Great.
Countess, how about you?
For me, CountessStarella.com or Oranum, ORANUM.com. Where you will be able to see me and have fun.
I love it. We're going to take a short break. For those of you out there, you will have a moment to call in so that Benny can put you in the queue, 1-800-930-2819. And Gretchen, I just want to tell you we're going to take a short break, and I want to make sure that we get a full reading for you on air. So I don't want to take you before the break. Rita, we will get to you as well. You're listening to the Dr. Pat Show. This is Talk Radio to Thrive By. right here on TransformationTalkRadio.com, broadcasting both of our flagship stations, WBLQ, AM 1150 in Seattle, and I can't even think of all the other distributions and outlets, but it's all good and juicy. Thanks to all of you. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back with the show.
Is right, but tell me what I need to believe tonight. Lie to me.
Feel like you just can't find your happiness? Want to move past old hurts or traumas? Not feeling comfortable in your body? Consider an intuitive healing session with Christy Borst. Christy has a divine healing gift, and her process will help you experience a perspective reboot. Release that which no longer serves you. For more information and to contact Christy, visit healingresonance.us. That's healingresonance.us.
Tune in Thursdays at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern to Spirit Guidance Radio with Shannon Walbrand on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This hit show with South Africa's top psychic will amaze and uplift you. Call in to receive detailed, specific answers that offer immediate solutions as Shannon interprets messages from your spirit guides. Whether it's love, business, or health, your spirit guides are ready to help. Visit ShannonWalbrand.com for more info. You are guided.
Called the Oprah of radio by her listeners, award-winning host Dr. Pat Baccili is blowing the doors off of traditional talk radio. Get ready for an energizing delivery and powerful interviews with leaders in the field of human potential. Dr. Pat's fresh, new perspective on living life full out has catapulted her show to the top of talk radio. Tune in and Dr. Pat will help you thrive instead of merely survive. Visit thedrpatshow.com. That's THEDRPatshow.com for listening times in your area.
Tune in each Tuesday at noon Pacific and 3 Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com for The Dr. Julie Show, All Things Connected with Dr. Julie Kroll, featuring weekly segments with David Eisen and the Chakra Sound System. Each week, you will journey through infinite possibilities, expand into social potential, and find beautiful beginnings where endings leave off. Changemakers from around the world will explore what's emergent about the environment, relationships, health, the arts, education, and the evolution of consciousness. Visit thedrjulieshow.com.
Laura Longley is on a mission to remove stuckness from your life for good and replace it with happiness. Tune in Mondays at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, and Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com for The Laura Longley Show, where authentic change takes flight. Say yes to that inspired you and goodbye to your stuckness as Laura and her guests deliver powerful ways to work through common problems in this fun and unique hit show.
Holistic Medical Center is where you find it all. A healthy space with doctors who care, see, and listen to the whole you. Hi, this is Dr. Darvish. If you have not found an answer to your chronic symptoms, you will find answers here at Holistic Medical Center. Our doctors find the root cause of your symptoms and guide your body towards healing naturally. We transform lives from within. Visit drdarvish.com or call 425-451-0404.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. Wow, what a great show today. For those of you that are just tuning in, Discarnate Entities, Visions and Voices from Beyond the Veils with Psychic John G. Sutton and Countess Starella. And right now, if it is okay with both of you, I would love for us to bring on our first caller, Mr. Benny. Who do we have?
Yes, Gretchen has been waiting patiently. She's driving up through Auburn and newly retired, too. So congratulations. And Gretchen, welcome to the show.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for taking my call. I'm newly retired, and I'm just enjoying it. And I just wondered, does my health look good for my retirement? And also, I have a new puppy. Is there a good meaning to that, a new lab puppy?
Right, okay, yeah. Would you like to speak to me first of all, Gretchen?
Sure.
Can you hear my voice? Yeah? Good, okay, yeah.
Yes.
I feel that your lab puppy is going to be a blessing from beyond, and I'm sure that it is a very psychic pet, and that you will be speaking to this puppy. And believe it or not, I do believe that the puppy understands. Have you been singing to this puppy already?
Oh, yes. It's been He's a puppy, so he's a handful. He's a little lab puppy, and he's going to be a big dog. And it's just having this, it's like having a new baby in the house. And I'm retired, but I feel like I have a baby, you know, but I just want to see if that's going to be a really good relationship.
You have got that. You've already started this. As I say, I feel that you're singing to this little puppy. You're treating it exactly as if you would, as if it was one of your own offspring. And it's going to be very sensitive. And although it might not be able to issue the words, I feel that there will be a developed telepathic communication between you both. And that over time that this will develop. You asked a question about your health. It's not so much your health, Gretchen, as the other people that you are going to help. Because I feel that in retirement, although you might think it's retirement, you are going to find yourself busier than ever. I also feel you're going to do some work on, it's either a newsletter or a website, whereby you're bringing people into your local area into communication with each other. Has your field of work in the past involved communications?
Oh, okay. Very good. Yeah, I am a retired teacher.
Oh, that's it. Very good. Well, you're going to use all this, and I feel that you're going to create a local website for intercommunications. And what people are lacking these days, I don't know if you agree with this, Gretchen, or not, but I feel that you do, is if we go back to the 40s and 50s, which you obviously won't be able to do, but I can, we had extended communities where people used to interact with each other. But television has killed that to a certain extent. But there is a new way now. The new technology can do that through Skype, through the internet, through the websites. And you're going to do something that will bring people together, and it will last for a long time. You're going to bring a lot of hope and happiness into other people's lives. I do feel that you've had a scare in the past, but I don't feel that that's coming back. I feel that you're going to be perfectly happy in what you might term retirement, but you are going to do some writing, which you have promised yourself to do. And I feel that one of the characters in your book that you're going to write, which is going to be a book for young people, by the way, will possibly be this beautiful Labrador puppy that you've got. Have you thought about that?
Oh, yes, I have. I've really thought about writing a book for children, and with one of my, I used to have pugs, and now I have this new lab, and yes, I've thought about that.
Now you can see that I really am psychic, because I'm telling you, you're going to do it. and you are going to be a success with this. But Gretchen, the one thing you've got to do here is believe that you can succeed. Absolutely proceed. You get a lot of interest in your local area. You're still going to maintain the connections with the schools. And would you like to please speak to my friend, the Countess?
Oh, yes.
Sure.
Gretchen, what is your new baby's name?
His name is Toby.
How cute.
It's T-O-B-E-E.
Let me see if Toby wants to give us a message right now.
Okay.
He says he's so glad you adopted him, and he wants you to remember his two greatest gifts to you will be absolute unconditional love and a joyful embracing of the moment of now, which is the reason we love him, because all he knows is the next 5 minutes. And couldn't we benefit from that lesson? This animal is not an animal. He is like a child incarnated in an animal. There's a soul in this creature that will enhance your life maybe more than anyone or anything who's ever been around you. I'm so excited for you to be as young and full of vitality as you are and able to retire. It's a miracle. Count your zillions of blessings, honey. You have so much to be grateful and happy for. I'm thrilled that you called us today.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And you also see me in good health?
Absolutely, and I will give you my affirmation, which has kept me away from any unwellness for 48 years, and here it is.
Wow.
Everybody should write this down. My ability to heal myself is the strongest power on earth. Now, if you don't believe you're that powerful, you can always say, my ability to heal myself with God's help is the strongest power on earth. I've actually had a few people who said, oh, I can't say that. Maybe I'm not that powerful. Maybe I'm not powerful enough to, okay, throw God in there. My ability to heal myself is the strongest power on earth. Say that, feel radiantly healthy, eat good food, and you'll be just fine.
Oh, yeah, awesome. That's what I do. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
Can I just have a word with Gretchen before she goes, yeah?
Yes, please.
Gretchen, do you have any connections with Germany in your family?
Yes, I do. My great-grandfather was German.
You look a real powerful German man, this, that I'm getting, who's standing beside you. He's saying that this girl is going to do things. Now is your time to do it. There is a big, powerful German man standing by you. Believe that, yeah? And
wonderful. That's very interesting. I'm married to a Frenchman. How about that?
Mais oui. You're lucky. You are very lucky.
Okay. That's it. Doesn't tag. Thank you very much, Gretchen.
Thank you, Gretchen. Thank you.
Thanks
Thanks
so
for
much.
calling
God
in.
bless you all.
You too. Thank you. Wow, that was amazing. Now, we have, I believe, Rita waiting. Shall we go to the phones, Mr. Benny?
Rita is there. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Rita.
Thank you. Hi. Thank you, John and Countess. It's Dr. Pat always. I have been doing a lot of work with abundance consciousness, and last night I had a dream where my father, who has been departed for many, many years, and my brother, who is newly departed, both were in my dreams, kind of interchangeable. And they were in my new home with me. I just didn't know if there was a message that they were trying to get out to me.
That's okay. Well, I feel that this is what they're saying to you is you're in the right place. Stay where you are. Both of them being there indicates that that's where you're meant to be. Yeah. So stick where you are. You say that you've been looking for abundance. In this world, we're always given what we need. Yeah. And you are being given sufficient to do what you need to do. You're also. Have you been quite poetic in the past?
I don't consider myself as creative.
I believe that you are creative and you are going to create something here that is going to bring you exactly what you need. You're also going to help other people to do this. It's a very big thing, helping other people, because it brings to you that which you're seeking, but you take it to other people. Your father, you say he's been gone quite a long time, yeah?
Right. Yeah, since I was young.
Since you were a young girl, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But do you have a photograph of your father standing next to a rather nice car?
It's a 1966 Cadillac he was quite proud of.
You've got a photograph of him standing next to this car, yes?
Yes, I do.
And he loved that car. Well, he's still got it.
Oh, that's so funny.
He has still got this car. It's in the world beyond, yeah? But he says that's the car that he always wanted, and that's the car that he always will have. And he says that one day he will take you for a ride in that car.
Okay. Anything from my brother?
There's something to do with water with your brother. Something to do with water. Did he want to go overseas, your brother?
Yes, he couldn't travel at the end of his life, but he had planned to. He wanted to do that, but he wasn't able to.
He wasn't able to do that when he was alive, but he can. He has gone overseas. He has made the journey, and he did want to see London.
Yes.
He's been to London. He's walked down the streets of London. He said it's the most fantastic city. I'm glad he enjoyed it.
Wow.
I find it too busy. But this young man, your brother, has walked down the scene. And also, your brother's showing me some flowers. When he was alive, did he give you flowers? Yes.
Does that represent anything, flowers?
It represents something to him. He's showing me flowers, but it doesn't look like flowers that you buy, cut flowers. It looks more like potted plants or flowers that you plant. Did you plant a flower? Did you plant a flower in his memory?
No, I was a florist. One of my first jobs, but I'm.
Was he close to you when you were a florist?
I'm sorry. What
was he quite close to you during the time that you were working as a florist?
You know what? That was probably the last time that I was close with him. Yes.
Oh wow.
Right. Okay, because the show me said these flowers mean something to him, and they mean something to you, and there's a big connection there, and that's how he remembers you. Yeah, because you were happy then.
Yep. Wow.
For a brief time, and he's with you, Countess.
Rita, what is his name? My brother was Joey.
And what is Daddy's name?
Hans.
Well, they're frequently with each other. They also visit you. And Randy's biggest message, it's a strong one, is how much he appreciated you, and maybe he wasn't always great at expressing it, but he's standing in the flame of gratefulness right now for having been close to you, and he wants you to make the most of every opportunity to love life and do exactly what you want to do. And Dad is a message of a sort of apology that he couldn't be there for you in person, but that he was a guiding light protector for you, still is, and also appreciative and very happy for your successes, which will come, over these next few years as well. So be grateful, be excited. They're near you. They'll send you little signs, sometimes through a breeze or through a message from nature. Be aware of this, and you'll be able to tap into their communications with you.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for calling in. We're going to take a short break, everyone. And when we come back, we've got something really super cool planned for you, a special presentation by my very special guest today, Countess Starella John G. Sutton, right here on the Dr. Pat Show and Transformation Talk Radio. Stay tuned, everyone. We will be right back.
Lie to me. Lie to me, baby, tell me.
Used clinically by top Lyme doctors, Beyond Balance herbal formulas have helped thousands of patients battle tick-borne disease by providing superior immune system support and enhancing detoxification. Beyond Balance formulas are sold through healthcare professionals. The oral drops contain non-GMO food-grade vegetable glycerin, making them well-tolerated by children and alcohol-sensitive patients. For more information, licensed or certified healthcare practitioners can call BioResource, the exclusive Beyond Balance distributor for the United States and Canada, 800-203-3775.
How would you like increased health and vitality? How would you like to avoid the onset of disease as well as slow the aging process? This is all possible through a simple, safe, and natural process. Every day we are either moving toward wellness or away from wellness.
Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack. I'd like to be your partner in achieving optimal health. Contact me now at maryjanemack.com or call 425-392-0659. Visit maryjanemack.com.
Chris Stanis is a spiritual leader and healer and teaches a course on how you can transform your life through a meditation and healing system that will manifest your spirit's dreams. She manifested the Women of Wisdom Conference, the Women of Wisdom book, and this radio show. And she can show you how to change your life too. Are you ready? Visit the website and contact her at voicesofwomentoday.com. That's voicesofwomentoday.com.
Grateful patients have been saying it for 25 years. When in pain, see Dr. Thane. Dr. Thane of Wellness One of Bellevue has been named one of the nation's top chiropractors by the Consumers Research Council of America, and for good reason. He has helped his patients recover their energy and vitality after car accidents, sports injuries, herniated discs, fatigue due to stress, the list goes on. The website is bellevue.wellness1.net. When in pain, see Dr. Thane. That's bellevue.wellness1.net.
You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio. the home of some of the world's most inspiring talk radio hosts. Please stay tuned at the top of the hour. We will be bringing you another amazing, educational, and inspiring show to get you on the path to transforming your life. For more information about us, please visit our website, www.transformationtalkradio.com. That's www.transformationtalkradio.com.
Get inspired. Create the life you desire with internationally known radio host and motivational speaker, Sue London. Sue inspires millions of people to overcome difficult or traumatic situations in their lives. People feel hope, courage, and are ready to move forward after hearing Sue speak. Book motivational speaker Sue London for your next event at AskSueLondon.com. That's AskSueLondon.com.
Lie to me, tell me what you don't mean. The snow on the ground, tell me everything's green. Up is down, wrong is right. But tell me what I need to believe tonight. Lie to me. Lie to me.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. John G. Sutton joining me here today. Countess Starella joining me here today. Hey, don't forget to tune in to their show tonight. You guys, you want to tell folks a little bit about the show? Then we'll go to the phone, and then we'll go to the special presentation we have.
Yeah, sure. Listen in tonight. It's 8 p.m. Pacific time. It's 11 p.m. Eastern time. It's Psychic World on Transformation Talk Radio. And you can speak to myself, John G. Sutton, or the amazing Countess Starella. I believe we've got another caller, haven't we?
Yeah, let's go to the phone. Mr. B, who do we have?
Sure, we'll take, it's pronounced Gaurav, and he's calling in from Bellevue, and he had a question around career. So, Gaurav, welcome to the show.
Hi, Gaurav. Welcome to the show.
Yes, hi. Thank you for taking my call. I just tuned in and I heard some amazing things, and I thought I'd just call in. I'm just going through a little bit of a tough phase, and I thought I'll just call in and see if you had any thoughts.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, okay. Gaurav, can you pronounce your name for me, please?
It's Gaurav.
Gaurav, yeah. Okay. Right, okay. You are going to, what you're studying at the moment, you're going to pass. But you've not stopped doing that. Once you've done that, then I feel that you're going on to do something a little bit further. So either you're doing a master's or a PhD ahead. Does that make some sense to you?
Well, it's been on my to-do list for like 10 years now. I never got to really enroll into a PhD program.
But you are going to do it. Believe me, I know that you're going to do it. Yeah, and you've got a very brilliant mind. The thing that you've also got is a great deal of commitment. So you've got to balance them all together. I also feel that you're going to do work overseas, and it's quite significant the work that you'll be doing overseas. Do you have family overseas, Rob?
Yes, my family is overseas, all of them, and yes, my work is likely to take me overseas in the next couple of months, or beginning next couple of months.
Well, when you get over there, that's very good. But you're also going to be working on a very important thesis, yeah? You've got an hypothesis. You're going to be putting this to the test. You're going to be working on a thesis that once it's published will get your name known in academia, because I do feel that you are going on to be an academic success, but also a financial success. And you've been worried about whether or not you'll be able to do this, whether you'll be able to complete it or not. You absolutely will. And you've got this habit thing. You keep brushing your hair, Rob.
I keep pushing my hair.
Touching your hair at the front. Yeah? It's like you're touching your forehead and worrying. Yeah? Don't worry.
Yes.
Yeah? It's like you're putting your hand on your forehead and worry. Don't worry. Yeah? You'll never be put to a bigger test than you can solve. You can solve this. You are absolutely going to be a big success with this. And I also know that you've got a thing about cars. It's not the be-all and end-all of it, but you will have the car that you want. And I feel that eventually you're going to get what you want. Have you wanted a Lexus?
Well, not really. That's more like a Ferrari.
That
sounds...
Well, it's some mad car that you want.
That is somebody after my own heart now.
I feel that you're going to get a Lexus is a sensible car. Yeah, it's a nice car. Ferraris are for the weekend, but you're going to get something that's really nice. You're going to get the money coming in. You're going to do your thesis. It's going to be published. It's going to take you worldwide. You're going to go overseas. I can see a visit to a place called Delhi. Have you ever been to a place called Delhi?
I was born and brought up there.
Oh.
I hope you're impressed by that.
Yeah, I'm impressed by that. I can tell you that.
I am surely impressed. I've got one question. I have been pushing this thought of doing the business. It's consumed me for the past 3 years, and I really want to start. I'm just afraid to. I mean, do you see a business down the line?
What kind of business, Gaurav? What kind?
It's a startup that I've been thinking of, like most people do, but, it's Internet-based retail sales, but it's completely transforming the way sales happen today on the Internet.
If ever there were a time for you to get out there and go after this dream, this is it. Don't put it off. Go look in the mirror after this show and say, I have everything I need to make this a huge success. It just begins with the first few little steps, but there's a gentleness and a sweetness and an integrity in your voice. You must make this work for you and throw every concern out the window and replace it with total, absolute confidence and enthusiasm, and you will be able to make this thing happen and make it profitable. And remember this great saying, life is a meaningless flow of energy with no particular purpose except having fun. So you're supposed to make the journey fun. This is it. Jamai Poti, my dear sweetheart.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for tuning us in, turning us on. Thank you so much. Wow. What a great show. Now, we have a couple minutes left here, folks. John?
How about playing my brilliant new song?
All right, Mr. Benny.
That springtime together when our love was so new. The moonlit midnight when I first kissed you. Don't tell me it's over, but don't say goodbye. Give me one more loving season and you tell me a lie. Lie to me. Lie to me. Lie to me, darling. Whisper my name. Stretch the truth a little, that'll work the same. Our dreams may be broken, my heart will be, I know. I know how you're feeling, but I can't let go. Lie to me. Lie to me. Say you feel for me the way I feel for you. Say it more than once and it might come true. Say it more than twice, you might believe it too. You called me all day, but you couldn't get through. Lie to me. Lie to me. Lie to me. Tell me what you don't mean. The snow on the ground, tell me everything's green. Up is down, wrong is right. But tell me what I need to believe tonight. Lie to me. Lie to me. Change your mind. You say it's getting better, even if it's getting worse. Think about it for a while if you need to rehearse. Lie to me. Lie to me. Say you feel for me the way I feel for you. Say it more than once and it might come true. Say it more than twice, you might believe it too. You called me all day, but you couldn't get through.
I called you all day.
Lie to me. Lie to me. Lie to me, baby. Tell me water is wine. Bend the truth a little, it'll be just fine. Say you know it's over, but I'll just bet. If we talk until the morning, I can make you forget. Lie to me. Lie to me.
everybody. Wow, that is amazing. John, Countess, thank you for joining us here today. And make sure we're all going to be tuning into your show tonight. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you. Love you.
Oh, my gosh. Don't forget their show tonight, everybody. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with the Dr. Pat Show.
Tides that I tried to swim against brought me down upon my knees. Oh, I beg and please, singing, come out of things unsaid. Shouldn't I pull off my head and trouble that can be.
What's getting your attention as physical pain or illness? Have doctors been unable to help? Consider an intuitive healing session with Christy Borst. Amazing things happen every day, sometimes with jolting awareness, and sometimes with subtle shifts aided with Christy's divine healing gift. Release that which no longer serves you. For more information and to contact Christy, visit healingresonance.us. That's healingresonance.us.
Where do you desire to go in your life? Are you only looking outside yourself for the answers? What if you use your soul's wisdom to lead the way? So what is the soul and how do you access its wisdom? Soul Suitcase with Victoria Cohen will unpack these questions and help you tap into and trust your own inner voice to solve everyday problems. Our Soul Suitcase is a treasure chest of wisdom inside us waiting to be discovered. Listen to Soul Suitcase while Victoria Cohen takes everyday situations like job loss, relationship struggles, parenting challenges, work stress, and health concerns and shows you how awakening to your inner voice helps you make more conscious choices where your life flows more smoothly with greater clarity, purpose, grace, and ease. As a psychotherapist and soul coach, Victoria has inspired thousands of clients over the past 31 years to listen to their inner wisdom and let it guide them on their true path. You can learn this too on Soul Suitcase with Victoria Cohen. Your soul suitcase is packed. Are you ready to start your journey?
What if the world doesn't function the way we've been told? What if we truly can bend the laws of physical reality? What if we can end limitation? What if weird were the coolest thing you could be? And what if it's time for a totally different reality? Are you ready to create it? Are you ready to dream as big as you dare? Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago, I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything in my life changed for me. This is your invitation to step into something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Newton, Da Vinci, Shakespeare, Gandhi, Galileo, and Aristotle all knew to be true. It's not about the answer. It's about being the question. Always. It's about truly being you, whatever that looks like, and changing this world. Is now the time? Start by signing up for a free video series at beingyouclass.com. That's beingyouclass.com. What if you are the gift and the change this world requires? beingyouclass.com.
Called the Oprah of radio by her listeners, award-winning host Dr. Pat Baccili is blowing the doors off of traditional talk radio. Get ready for an energizing delivery and powerful interviews with leaders in the field of human potential. Dr. Pat's fresh, new perspective on living life full out has catapulted her show to the top of talk radio. Tune in and Dr. Pat will help you thrive instead of merely survive. Visit thedrpatshow.com. That's THEDRPatshow.com for listening times in your area.
Holistic Medical Center is where you find it all. A healthy space with doctors who care, see, and listen to the whole you. Hi, this is Dr. Darvish. If you have not found an answer to your chronic symptoms, you will find answers here at Holistic Medical Center. Our doctors find the root cause of your symptoms and guide your body towards healing naturally. We transform lives from within. Visit drdarvish.com or call 425-451-0404.
Tune in to The Jen Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life, each Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This amazing show is an inspirational hour that will take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jen is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Call in for intuitive readings and visit jenroyster.com for more information.
Hey Moon, you want to know something groovy?
Yeah, Jess. What's that?
Dr. Pat has been on the radio for 10 years.
10 years? Are you kidding me? That's awesome!
I'll tell you what's awesome. She's bringing